How you doing? Brian Cox here with Tim Fast, mechanic, recovery expert, good friend, and we're with his really cool rig. It is a
2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee, otherwise known as the WJ.
Nice. I seriously think this is kind of like the new XJ. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody went for the XJs to modify them, find them, you know, because it's got cool things that you want to build from. But they're kind of running out of them. And now I think people are going to realize what you've done with yours. And after the video, they'll figure out what you can do with them. And you know, you can take a rig that a lot of people see past his days and really make it an off-road warrior.
Right.
So let's go and start from the front. What do you got?
So I have a custom built front receiver. My son built it for me. It's 3/16 plate on the side, a good piece of 8x8 box steel with the receiver fully welded completely through bolted from the sides and the bottom. I've pulled 2,500 trucks out with this and not had a problem.
William Fast, that's Tim's son. You'll see William is also a mechanic in the Dry Lake Dodge truck roll recovery. William's the one in the Dodge.
You got room in there, William?
Let's see if it starts. Go ahead.
I think I got enough. I just gonna have to have people guide me up.
Yeah, I got you.
You gotta do a redneck sound. We have so many.
Biggest guy in the little truck.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's really cool. So you got a winch. You're putting in the front and the back.
Right. So I ran power cable front and rear.
Is that Anderson connection? Okay, gotcha.
So I can I can stuff my winch in here, connect to this plug, run the winch out the front. I have the same plug in the back. I can run the winch right out the back. If I ever had to, I have an extra Anderson plug sitting around. I could hook jumper cables to it and throw it in another vehicle if I wanted to.
Gotcha. Now, is this the V6 or the V8?
This is the inline 6.
Inline 6.
So
okay.
an old 4-liter tractor motor that's built to last 1,000 years.
Now, why'd you pick that over the V8? Because you can't get the V8.
Reliability.
Reliability. Okay.
And it was available. The Jeep was available. I bought it for $800.
So you didn't go looking for it. It kind of landed with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought it for $800. I started doing my research and found out what it really is, what parts. Most of the parts are similar to an XJ. I have a Dana 35 rear axle, a Dana 30 front.
Well, now we're getting ahead of ourselves. You got done a lot to it.
Right. Yeah.
Let's start with your lights. These are
just cheap. These are from Tractor Supply. I pretty much.
Okay, you got to go Tractor Supply.
I cheap out on this because it's an $800 Jeep. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money.
No, but the wheels don't look cheap.
No, but I did some trade work and got these wheels for next to nothing.
Well, they look really cool. And you're airing down. What kind of stem is that?
I have the XMD quick deflators.
Right.
So you just pull that little red, unscrew the valve cap, pull that little red thing out, and it'll deflate.
You set it for the PSI you want?
It'll go all the way to 0. So you got to kind of
keep an eye
pay
on it.
attention.
Okay. Now, what size wheels?
There's 17 by 8.5 probably.
Okay. And you had to do some little bit of cutting here.
Well, that was prior to putting this lift on. We were running these same tires with the 2.5-inch lift.
Okay.
So I kind of made things fit.
Right.
For what I use it for.
Right.
You know, it's a recovery vehicle only, that's all.
Now, I'm not going to be foolish enough to ask you if you did it yourself or not, because we know you did. Because I have to ask everybody else that question. So the lift, where did you get the lift, and do you have any recommendations on lifts for other people putting these together? What to go with, what to stay away from?
Go with what you feel you want. I put a rough country lift on this.
Okay.
It's an inexpensive lift. It's 4.5 inches long arm, super long travel. I can flex the front out and take the coil all the way out of the Jeep with it hanging.
Okay. Nice.
So
nice. Now that the suspension's recent.
Yeah, that's
the long arm suspension.
Last month.
Okay, gotcha. And how you liking it? How you liking the ride?
So far, so good. It's a learning curve to get it adjusted right.
Okay, gotcha. Now, what do you got inside as far as the electronics go?
So just a TYT radio, stock insides, minus I took all of the interior out. So The only thing that's in is the door panels and the front seats. No headliner, no carpet. This way, it drilled some holes in the floor so it drains when I get water in there.
Nice.
When we
You
get
got the
snow.
hard metal right here.
Yeah. It's a little warm.
But you know, that wasn't that long ago. You could get a lot of vehicles like that. They just had rubber mats.
Right.
Wasn't that uncommon. And I know you got a toolbox here because I've seen it.
I carry.
You carry a little more than most
lot.
because you know how to use tools.
Right. So I have a full standard and metric socket set with most of the wrenches. I carry a power probe versus carrying anything else because I can power on circuits. So when people's vehicles die, I can try to work around things. Bunch of wrenches, pliers, extra wire, test light, wire connectors, all kinds of stuff in here.
I think you're one of the few guys I could legitimately say you could advertise as an off-road or just a mobile mechanic.
Pretty much.
Off-road, on-road. There's not too many people in our group. We got a lot of mechanically inclined guys, but I think you're one guy that can do.
I carry enough.
Yeah, you do.
Because the problem is I have tons of tools at work, but
Right.
when I need them, they're at work. So I need to carry the same or similar in here.
Right. Gotcha.
So
Now, how are you airing up and down? Do you have a special system?
I
or
just
do
have
you
a Smitty-built regular compressor somewhere.
Okay, you're plugging into your battery?
Plug it onto the battery,
Gotcha.
air up one tire at a time.
Yeah.
I don't see the need to spend extra money on
Gotcha.
something that's just going to take me less time or maybe the same time.
Right, right.
I'm only going to about 22 pounds when I air up
Okay.
because the size difference between the stock tires were like a 27-inch tire and we're at a 33. So increase in tire size versus the amount of weight I carry, I can run 20 pounds and
Gotcha.
on the street and be okay.
See, mine are 38. I run 38 pounds.
Right.
Those are fun. And on the back end here, we've got
Some tree damage, a little damage. This happened on a snow recovery. I hit this, broke this window.
that's
This is Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol.
This is my tier sticker.
That's tier 1.
These are my amber lights that I use when we're on the mountain or when we're out in the
Rather
dirt.
key for Snow Patrol more so, and Ian's going to have a video I think on that. We just work really close to the road in
Right.
conjunction with the highway patrol.
Lights are
And he
important when we're on
prefers
the
to have the
road.
lights on because those cars go down that road so quick, and we're right on the edge of the road.
Right. It's important
It's a
to.
real safety issue. We're not running those lights for fun, but it is kind
Right.
of fun.
Back here, I've mostly
Pretty much everything.
a little bit of everything. We have to have this special stick.
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. And
Here's my extra.
are you welding? You got a welder with you?
Not in here, no.
Okay, all right.
I
just
can.
noticed some scrap steel. I thought maybe you're welding.
It's my wheel chock
Wheel chock.
if I need it, you know.
High lift base.
Yeah, I have a high lift
Gotcha.
base in here
Yeah,
too.
oh,
I
that
have
too, okay.
a high lift winch kit, a couple traction boards, snow chains,
Sector 55.
TRE.
TRE. Okay. I guess they're all kind of
I carry a jack stand with me because jacks are meant for lifting things up, not holding them up.
Yeah, it has.
Other than that, I have first aid stuff. I have tourniquets, SAM splints, all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Full size spare that barely fits with the custom made bracket
Nice.
to hold it out of parts off of many different things. Just extra stuff. Other
Well,
than that,
you
here's
know-
my winch. Just, you know, we can put it here, we can put it there. High lift just kind of stuffed in there.
I've been looking at some of the videos we've been publishing lately with Son of Off-Road Recovery, and I have to say, Tim, I think you're in almost every single one of them, and your son as well. That's because you guys are just so highly active, and you know, this truck has been on a lot of recoveries. I think the first recovery I did with you was at Carpenter Canyon with that Arrow wagon,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's the first time I think we met, and
Yeah.
you had your winch on the back, and
Yeah, it worked there.
Yeah.
You know, it works wherever we put it at.
absolutely, yeah. Well, this is a workhorse, and I really do think, you know, people aren't finding the XJs like they used to. I do think people are going to start going to these rigs for modifying,
Mm-hmm.
and they're great rigs. They just have a different shape.
Right. It's just the same drivetrain, same running gear, same.
Right.
Almost everything's the same, minus that this is a unibody and no rear leaf springs on, you know.
Right.
But I Dana 30, Dana 35 axles. I have lunchbox lockers front and rear, so pretty much full time locked up. But
Right.
I don't notice a difference in it, other
Okay.
than it performs really well in the dirt
Gotcha.
when we got to go places.
Well, it's a great rig, Tim, and appreciate you presenting it to us. And I appreciate giving other people a chance to look at what you've done with it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.